Prescott Development. May I help you?
Yes, may I speak to Marianne Prescott, please?
May I say who's calling, please?
No, don't do that. Just tell her that it's important.
If you'll hold the line just one moment.
Sure.
Hello? Hello, this is Marianne Prescott. May I help you?
Marianne, it's me.
Russ, where are you?
Never mind, I can't tell you. Can I see you?
I don't think that would be a good idea.
You probably read in the paper the article and everything about Vince and all, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
Your father was, he was very kind to me. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Are you all right?
I'm doing okay. Look, I need to see you. Would it be all right if I could later tonight, maybe?
I don't know. I just didn't expect to hear from you again. And with the police involved...
Marianne, please, say yes.
What can I offer you? You don't understand. I can't explain
Marianne,
it.
listen. I know you've probably made some kind of vow or something to not see me again. That's fine. That's okay. I understand. And I promise not to dredge up a lot of stuff that'll hurt you. I just need to see you, just for a couple of minutes. Marianne, please, I just need to talk to you. You know how you said you wanted me to explain everything? Well, now I want to. For the first time, I actually feel like I can explain. Please, just please say yes.
Listen, I'm listening to you. Just hold on a minute.
Marianne? Marianne?
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Where do you want to meet?
I don't know. How about if I come by there after hours? Is that okay?
All right. Everyone is usually gone by 6.
How about if I make it 7:30, just to be safe?
All right, 7:30. I'll be here.
Good. Okay, well, look, I'll see you tonight then, okay? Goodbye, thanks.
Nancy, I didn't ever think I'd see you around here again, not after the way you slammed the phone down on me earlier.
Yeah, I know. Well, Webster, I have to look after myself.
Yeah, don't we all?
Well, nobody else is going to, that's for sure. And I'm sorry, I overreacted. I shouldn't have hung up on you.
That's okay, I guess. People do that to lawyers all the time. Have a seat. Let's talk turkey.
Well, you know, when you made that comment about trying to help me out financially, what could I think but that it was some kind of cruel joke?
Well, you see, there you go, Nancy. In your anger, once again, you've misunderstood me. I didn't say a word about helping you out financially, though I might have implied that there were certain things you could do to help yourself.
Like what? I've done everything I can.
I know. I know you have. And along the way, you have incurred some unnecessary expenses.
Unnecessary? What, like food, medicine, clothing? You call that unnecessary?
A lawsuit is unnecessary.
Oh. Oh, I see. You want me to drop these charges against Babs, right?
It was just a suggestion.
Well, it is the most ridiculous suggestion I've ever heard. I mean, if you weren't so in love with her, you'd be on my side. I mean, that woman punched me right here in this room, right in this office.
Is that so?
Yes, of course it's so. You know you helped me up. And I have a black eye to prove it. In fact, I've got the photos. So you want to see them?
Oh, listen, Nancy, people can get black eyes any number of ways. Matter of fact, I had a friend of mine back in law school. Fell asleep sitting in a chair, leaned back up against the radiator.
Look, I don't want to hear about him. Babs gave me the black eye, and everybody knows it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to keep you around here any longer than is absolutely necessary, Nancy. I have a full calendar for this afternoon, too. Let me just lay it out to you this way. Your most important evidence against Babs is going to be the testimony of witnesses, and I'm afraid you don't have any witnesses.
What's the matter? Can't you testify?
Of course I can testify. Whether or not I will is another question. There were only 3 of us in the room.
Oh, you little shyster.
Now, Nancy.
I should have known you'd pull something like this. What, in the name of charity? Look, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait to get into court with you. You know that?
I think I remember last time we were in litigation together, you chose to represent yourself. I remember that. That was more fun than a circus. In fact, I can't remember when I've had so much fun.
Yeah, well, I have had a lot of experience since then. And besides that, Judge Hollenbeck knows a little bit more about the background with me, and he knows what's
Commissioner Hollenbeck, Nancy, you know, the first rule of legal protocol is to get people's titles straight.
Well, Judge, Commissioner, I mean, what does it really matter?
It really doesn't make any difference because you didn't have a leg to stand on before Hollenbeck, and you won't have one to stand on this ridiculous assault charge either. Gee, I wonder who the judge is going to be. I hope it's Rafferty. He has absolutely no patience with amateurs in court.
You didn't really expect that I was just going to drop this whole thing just like that, did you? I mean, I would have thought that you would make an offer. I mean, most people who want to settle out of court, you know, make an offer. Or had you just not gotten around to that yet? You know, a little incentive may just go a long way.
Hey, what's happening?
I wish I knew.
Uh-oh, something really happened, huh?
Russ just called me.
Oh, no.
Peter, I know I can trust you. I'm very grateful for that. But this is confidential.
No problem. If you don't want to talk about it, that's
No,
okay.
I need to talk about it.
Oh, Russ is in trouble.
I don't know.
Well, I figure with all publicity about his father, I mean, the cops got to be looking for him.
Well, he hasn't been mentioned in the newspaper, not even once. And he didn't say that the police were looking for him.
Marianne, you knew his father was into this criminal activity, right?
I didn't know what kind of organization it was until now. Do you think that Russ is deeply involved?
Well, I'm not sure. But I tell you one thing, if I was Russ, I don't care how little or how much I was involved, I'd get straight to the police, I'd clear the slate.
Mm-hmm. So would I.
So, how's he taking his father's death?
Well, it's hard to tell. It must be really awful for him, seeing all that's happened.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants their father to be a hero.
Oh, sure. But I don't want you to take this so hard. Now, it came as a surprise to you, but if Russ was working for his father, he knew. He knew. Now, either way, it's bad, but at least it didn't come as a surprise to him.
Well, I don't know what to do, Peter.
Well, what did Russ say exactly?
Well, he just...
Does he want you to get back together with him?
No, I don't think so. He just needs someone to talk to.
Well, I'm sure he does.
I want to help him. I don't know how.
I think the best thing for him to do is get straight to the police.
Look, whether you choose to believe it or not, I have suffered. And you owe that much to me. And that Amazon you've been hanging out with, she owes it to me, too. I mean, you have no idea what I've been through. The medical expenses, the doctor's visits. I nearly lost my eye.
Sure.
Well,
Well, what?
aren't you going to make me an offer? I mean, personally, even though it's going to cost me, I would much prefer to take you guys to court. I mean, I could go to the newspapers. We could really make a big stink about this, and I know how much Charles just loves having his attorneys in the paper.
How much does it take to cover your medical expenses?
Well, about $1,000.
Oh, Nancy, that's ridiculous.
No, it's not. Not when you consider all the pain and the mental anguish I've been through and all the social events I had to miss.
$500, maybe I can handle that, not a dime more.
Well, I'll have to think about it.
Yes or no, Nancy? I want your answer now.
Well, there's plenty of time. I mean, I have to check through all my receipts and think about everything you've said. But one thing's for sure. I want the money first.
No. You drop the assault charges first.
But why? I'm not at fault here. But anyway, there's plenty of time to iron out all those sticky little details. I'll be in touch.
Peter, I sure had a good time with your family yesterday.
Hey, holidays at our house are a big deal.
Well, I sure don't take them for granted anymore. I had hoped to spend Easter with Dad, but it didn't work out, and Gil didn't even know it was Easter. It really meant a lot to me to be included.
Well, you practically are family, you know. Mom's adopted you, Lori's your best friend.
Yeah, well, I don't want to wear out my welcome.
Oh, you couldn't. We love having you whenever. You always have an open invitation. Understand?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, Peter, I meant to ask Lori yesterday, will she and Ben be moving back to the condo anytime soon?
I don't know if they're planning to. If they are, I haven't heard about it. They have some things to work out first, Marianne.
Well, I guess I better let you get back to your work.
Yeah, I'd feel better about earning my money. I gotta run upstairs.
Now, if I can just hold out till tonight.
Hello. Hello, Hi. What, do you like it?
Wow, that's
I
incredible.
went to Adrian's, had my hair designed by Sharon.
Oh, you look great.
And guess what else is new? What? I am your new neighbor, because I live here too.
You what?
We're upstairs, and Daddy and I have taken a suite while they decorate our home. Remember, I told you about that before?
Oh, you mean your old man's finally gonna spring for it? The whole house?
The whole house, I mean every inch of the place, Babs. And he's just like a little kid. In fact, he is so excited about me being back under his own roof that I think he'll stop at nothing to get my attention.
I should be so lucky.
Well, listen, we can have fun here. We can run up and down the steps. We can just holler out the windows to each other.
I thought you said he was the one that was acting like a kid.
Well, you know.
It's almost like Ione's, isn't it?
Yeah,
Come
really.
on, sit down, sit down.
Okay, thanks. I think this is going to be just great. We'll love being here.
Well, I didn't really like being here, but things are definitely looking up. What's your place like?
Oh, it's great. You'll have to come up and see it. And Daddy, he is just supervising an entire crew of the hotel employees up there, and he finally left for a little while.
Good, then you can stay.
Yeah, well, in fact, I plan on staying just as long as you can stand me, all right? And the only thing I have to do this afternoon is go see a Dr. Galvin over at Kingsley General, but that's not till later this afternoon.
Well, you're not sick, are you?
No. I just a little check over. Terry Davidson recommended this lady doctor.
Oh, gee. Well, look, I don't want to put a damper on your fun or anything, but I hope your dad or somebody's going to go with you when you go.
What, to the doctor's?
Yeah, to anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't step out of this place alone. Not with Lance still on the loose.
Well, Daddy was planning on driving me there.
Good, and keep your eyes open, because neither one of us is home free yet.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Oh, gee, Miriam, I just hate what happened to you. I mean, if there was just some way
Babs,
that I could just
Babs,
make
wait,
it up to you.
we've settled this, haven't we? Remember, you are forgiven. The only thing you did was you cooked up a great disguise.
Yeah. Why did it have to look like you? I mean, why couldn't I have picked Charlie Chaplin or Mickey Mouse or something?
Barbara Farley, I am glad you weren't kidnapped. I'm glad they made the mistake, because otherwise you wouldn't be alive.
Oh, boy, I can't handle too much of this. Listen, do you want some pretzels or a cracker or something?
No, I'm fine. I just want to talk with you.
Well, actually, I did come up with some kind of dynamite disguises. I mean, besides impersonating you.
Oh, no, you had other disguises?
Yeah, well, after you disappeared, you know, I got out of Kingsley because I knew what was up. And, well, I just couldn't stay away. I mean, it was like the red shoes.
So you came back to Kingsley in a disguise?
I came back to Kingsley in several disguises. And the only person that I couldn't fool was Nancy Lawson.
Oh, no, and she recognized you.
Yeah, well, she never would have if she hadn't been such a... Never mind. I promised Ione that I wouldn't. Anyway, Nancy Lawson came into Harold Webster's office one day, and she started shooting off her big mouth, so I let her have it, right in her beady little eye. The only trouble is now I'm facing this assault charge.
Harold's amazing. But so far, Mim hasn't exhibited any permanent ill effects to her kidnapping at all. She turned out to be a lot stronger than I thought she'd be.
She says she's not strong. She says that God took care of her.
Oh, she'll get over that. In the meantime, if it makes her happy, I'll concede the point. You know, Harold, people really are a lot stronger, more resilient than they think they are. Now, I admit that when I had my heart attack, I was scared. But look how I recovered. And Mim's made of the same stock. You give her a new hairdo and a new wardrobe, and she's going to look like a debutante again.
Did you get through to Eric?
No, unfortunately, it's a shame, too. We had an excellent connection. But Paul and Eric are out of London over the Easter holidays, and the housekeeper said that they wouldn't be back until later next week. But we are seriously considering going to England, not only to see Eric, but to bring him back with us.
Well, you know, I think that's a good idea. I hope you can do it.
Well, the only problem, foreseeable problem, that is Paul's consent. But I don't think that really is going to be any trouble. Even he, after all this time, must realize that Eric needs to be with his mother. Now, I want to change the subject on you for a moment. You certainly know that I am not mourning the death of Vince Cardello, but I am a little concerned about what that might mean concerning our business enterprises.
Well, there's not any way I can predict that. I think we just have to wait till the will's read.
Well, obviously, I'm talking about Hollister Mall.
I know. And I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, there is the little matter of $400,000 tucked away in your piggy bank.
I wish the directors of First National could have heard you say that.
Well, still, you're losing about $1,000 a week interest by leaving it sitting over there.
I know.
In a safety deposit box.
Yes, but you know, I've been thinking about using the whole amount on a single project like Hollister Mall. You have to agree that it paid off handsomely. I really think real estate is for me.
Well, that's up to you. Where do you want to put it?
Well, I can't think of a better capital investment than Canterbury Office Complex.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but I just had this beautiful picture in my mind. But I'll be serious now. You mean that Nancy really is suing you?
Yeah, the lousy broad. I mean, she's got nothing better to do. Do you know what a professional claimant is? That's what Harold says she is.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really sweating it or nothing because, I mean, she doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, that's good. Why is that?
Well, because Harold told Brubaker that the fight never happened.
But it did. You just said that it did happen.
Yeah, well, you gotta fight fire with fire.
Babs, wait a minute.
Oh, look, that's where your faith separates us a little bit. I don't have the faith to believe that there's any other way to deal with Nancy Lawson.
Well, what do you plan on doing after all this trouble's over, then?
Well, if you mean the trouble with Nancy, that's just a minor ripoff. The real problem is with Lance. And if they don't hurry up and catch him, I'm gonna be playing cat and mouse with him for the rest of my life. I mean, that guy lives for revenge.
Look, Babs, believe me, I know how unreasonable and cruel he can be, but still, I would think that, you know, with the police out looking for him, that he's not going to risk being caught just to stay in this area to threaten you. I mean, don't you think he cares more about his own self-preservation?
Well, first things first. I mean, don't take this lightly, Miriam. He came that close to being set up for life with that ransom. And I mean, the way it stands now, he wouldn't even have had to split it with anybody.
Yeah, but I'm free. I mean, surely he wouldn't think of repeating his performance.
Well, I'm not saying he'd try kidnapping you or anything, but he's gonna hate you for all the money that you've done him out of. All I'm saying is, be careful. Don't go anyplace alone. And as far as this hotel is concerned, it's not a fort by any means. Just don't take any chances. Not until he's caught, anyway. Oh, Miriam. Oh, now look at you. I mean, you were so happy when you came in here.
Babs, I'm all right. Really. I'll be okay.
Well, at least you don't have to go back to that house. I just hope the decorators take as long as they want.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm kind of glad that Daddy's going to such expense because I want everything to be just perfect for Eric.
He's coming?
Well, we aren't certain, but we're even thinking about going to England to get him.
Oh, wow, that's great. Gee, I mean, even Lance wouldn't follow you to England.
I hope not, yeah. Listen, hey, I'd better be going. Daddy might be coming any minute to get me, so...
Hey, well, I'm glad we're almost roomies anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Take care.
I'll see you later, okay? Okay, keep safe. Lock up.
Okay.
This is Harold Webster's law office. Harold Webster speaking.
Hi, it's me. Can you talk?
You bet I can. How are you? There's nothing wrong, is it?
No, no, no. No, Miriam was just here, as a matter of fact, and, well, I was just talking to her and telling her she had to be careful and everything because of Lance, you know. Harold, am I being paranoid, or is she a possible target still?
Oh, you did the right thing. I'm afraid Miriam's not going to be completely free until Lance is locked up behind bars.